Alright. Back to this. Criminals! Oh, stun him, thank you. Alright, let's, what if we, took out some Templars and freed up some territory down here in Lambeth. Nope, Evie. There you go. Excuse me. Oops, let's take a look at that. Okay. I don't know why YouTube freaks out about bitrate sometimes when my bitrate is being fine, but then doesn't freak out about bitrate sometimes when my bitrate is not being fine, according to OBS. I don't know if that's something I should be worried about or not. Look at that guy. Let's stealth him. Oops. Do we think I could run up at him and not get noticed? Alternately, he is just walking back this way, so I feel like I could just chill, like right here. And then just be like, hey, what's up, dog? You got stealthed.
Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations on assassinating that guy the exact same way I assassinated that guy. Like this. Which was just spend an ungodly amount of time hiding in a hay bale, the dude staring at me. And just going like, they'll probably walk off eventually. And then eventually just saying, fuck it. Because it's pretty easy to lose people.
It is incredibly easy. I have earned a skill point. Which actually may be worth skilling up, because that would take me to level 4, which means I can equip new things.
Go learn an AoE attack.
Unfortunately, those don't exist in this game.
Damn it. Oh, you have smoke bombs.
You have smoke bombs and you get shot grenades. Spoilers.
Let's see.
There we go. Trying to figure out how to...
Oh.
Trying to figure out how to chain the grapples to get some helix glitches is kind of fun. Anyway, what were you going to say?
1 second. I was gonna say I like the big warning on the side of this bottle of antibiotics that just says "Do not flush."
Don't do it.
But what if I want to give the bacteria in the sewer super antibiotic resistance?
I would really rather you didn't. The chest had a blue stone in it. Fancy. Right, we're going to do that, and then we're going to skill up. Let's see, do I want one segment of health or more common crafting resources? I think I want more common crafting resources. And hey, now I'm level 4. Which means I can potentially equip some new stuff.
Anything particular you're looking forward to in the equipment menu?
I don't know. There's some really funny, at least descriptions on some of like the high-end cane swords. If I can find it. Is it ironic to carve an elephant out of ivory? Just asking. It's one with a crazy horse on it that says, "You could say this cane is a real nightmare."
Nice. Anything style-wise? How do you like to dress your characters?
I really just kind of like their default outfits, I'm gonna be super honest. Like...
So it's not a huge fan of like the crazy Mayan thing that's got like the skull on it. The cane sword-wise.
Yeah.
I'm actually a big fan of the one with the, like, vulture head. But that one's, like, really low level.
I could craft that assassin one. Or the Mayan one. I could craft the Cthulhu brass knuckles, but I couldn't equip it, which is a bummer. I can't equip a lot of things that I can craft, which is a real bummer.
Yeah, I ended up making some stuff I should not have because I did not realize I could not equip it yet.
Oh well.
Ended up wasting a lot of my money, which then made me desperately need money. Which I didn't get because I hadn't done the Ned stuff yet. It was a whole mess.
Up. I did a little bit of off-screen money acquiring, so...
I would expect nothing less.
I can't believe these people didn't notice me do this. Holy cow, that was amazing. Okay, now they appear to have noticed.
The guards in Assassin's Creed have never been super on point. Well, I guess it's kind of a moot point in this one because stealth is not as vital in most cases.
Yeah, they.
But which Assassin's Creed would you say had the most frustrating guard situation?
Phew. I think like Odyssey has a bit of a problem, if only because you can very easily trigger fights that you don't intend to. I think of the classic series, I would probably say like Revelations, maybe. All right, I got a ruby kukri. Thanks, Henry Green. I'm never gonna use it because kukris aren't weapons that I ever used, but you know.
See, the problem is that your 3 weapon choices here are cane swords, brass knuckles, and then kukris.
Yeah, that's a really big
like,
problem.
Geez, I wonder which one of these... Which of these is the most appealing? There's really no contest.
And I'm also weird because I like keeping cane swords on Evie and brass knuckles on Jacob, but...
Funny enough, I actually went the other way around on that.
Huh.
I know it makes no sense, and in fact, both of them get multiple bonuses for, like, the other weapons.
Yeah.
I just like the style war. Jacob's got a top hat.
He does have a top hat.
He should look like a fancy gentleman about town while he beats your ass.
This is not a window that I can jump in, so that was moderately pointless. This is a window I can jump in. I think? How is that not a window I can jump in? That is very upsetting. Oh wait, am I an idiot? Don't answer that.
Are you?
Oh, wait. There we go. I can go in this window. And if I can't go in this... Okay. I can, in fact, go in that window. And if I couldn't go in that window, I was going to be very upset. Again. Dude, why are you standing on the table? Oh, there was a door. Well, I went in the fun way.
I do kind of miss some of the parkour stuff. Because Odyssey had a little bit less of that parkouring into a building stuff.
Yes.
This has just more densely packed cities, the way things are constructed in general, but, you know,
Yeah.
it lends itself to that. But I really do like that move you just did, where it's just like jump from one building into the window of another. Do the Fast and Furious thing. But you are the car.
I was about to say, remember that time that they did that twice? That was a wild part of that movie.
That movie was fun.
Yeah. I like Furious 7 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. I'm just gonna leave now.
Ugh.
Actually, ow.
I'm over here trying to clear out some of the adventure maps on Hero Warriors Legends.
How's that working out for you?
It's fun. There are a shit ton of adventure maps, and they're very difficult to clear out and time-consuming. I have not cleared a single one yet. I've had this game for a while. Granted, I have not played it much lately. There was other stuff, like an Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But there is still just an instant moment of revulsion and disgust when you find that you are dealing with a map where you can only use Tingle. It's just like, oh god, no. I'm gonna go somewhere, literally anywhere else. That's where I'm going.
What's wrong with Tingle?
What isn't?
I did not let the targets kill more than 2 civilians. I'm very good at my job.
Good for you. Where is... Oh. Wait, so who is... Wait, who the hell is this costume on the space for, then? That's weird.
Oh, that didn't...
Oh?
Whoops. Whoa, that was really lucky. I was trying to get a helix glitch, and the zip line was way lower than I was expecting it to be. That's okay, because I can just do this. Oop.
Also, I feel like this game is somewhat biased in who it decides that you should use for certain missions. Because I want to point out that the highest level character in my roster is Link at level 62. And the next highest character is level 30. And everyone else is somewhere in the tens range.
I thought you were saying this game, and I was like, yeah.
Oh no.
To be fair, this game
sorry.
does have a weird, somewhat bias for the missions, where most of the game is Jacob, and then you can do Eevee and side stuff.
Despite the split characters thing, it honestly feels like he's the main character.
It's sorta.
Which, I don't know. I feel like they could have split the difference a little bit more. Well, from what I played, again, I didn't play a ton.
That is... We were joking about, like, all the, you know... There's gonna be, like, the DMC3 thing, and all the ways that we say that this game sucks after I said it was my favorite. That's maybe the one thing I will say negative about this, is the character balance is a little off. I really need those people to, like, spread out.
I will say I was not a massive fan of these kidnapping missions generally.
Eh, they're okay.
Like, I get the idea, but they're just so slow going.
Settle down.
There we go, you rat.
Also, there's that one skill that just makes them way easier.
Yes.
It just makes people not, like, try to escape from you. The problem is that there were 100 other things I always wanted to get. Which is one thing I will say is good, is that most of the skills look appealing enough that I was getting them. Instead of that, which is the thing that I really needed to get. I don't think I ever actually... only one of these I ever failed was the first one. And that wasn't, like, the guy getting away from me once I had him. That was me just straight up, like, failing to grab him.
Oh boy. Ah! This has gone horribly wrong! Well.
Well.
Let's do this one.
Oh, shit.
Cause yeah, that we'll say that one he got away, but we'll get him next time. I was not expecting the cops to be like, "Wait, you're kidnapping someone."
Yeah, the cops aren't into that. That's why you got to deliver him in secret. You're breaking the law. You can't just take him without a warrant.
Can't I?
I don't know how English law works. You can't even just shoot whoever you want over there.
I can stab them though.
I mean, you can, because you're like a vigilante. You're like Batman.
Oh no.
Yeah, how's that make you feel?
I would rather be literally anyone but Batman.
Well, you murder people, so I guess you're more like the Punisher?
Okay. I mean, that's still not great, but I'll take that over being Batman.
You know, with all the extra stuff they do for Smash Brothers, and I know this is probably like the lowest goddamn thing on their list imaginable, I kind of really hope that somebody from the Zelda series gets like Hyrule Warriors skin or something. I'd be really down for Hyrule Warriors Zelda skin or Ganon skin or whatever.
Nope.
I'd be really cool for that in Smash Brothers 2. They just got that. Because Hyrule Warriors Legends, really good game. I really like most of the characters.
Stop it. Oh, I didn't get him to stop ringing the alarm bell.
Or like one of the Hyrule Warriors characters as an assistant would be cool too. I'm sure somebody will make it in as a spirit.
I'm not sure.
Huh.
Because I saw that big old list of spirits, but I don't remember. Stop ringing the alarm bell. This is not going very well. Oh, I'm dead.
Alarming things are happening. Also, I literally never set off the alarm when I did one of these.
Congratulations, you're very good at stealth. How does that make you
guess.
feel?
Not great. I don't like stealth. Which sucks, because I love the idea of stealth. I hate performing stealth. Like, being stealthy is cool. Trying to be stealthy sucks.
It's a very subtle line there.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to take a moment
like I'm
because
way
my
into the
bit rate
Tenchu
is
series.
dying.
I noticed that a bit. But like EV, your bit rate will recover.
Yes.
But yeah, big fan of a lot of stealth series, not actually a big fan of stealth. Kind of a bummer.
Be really cool if this bit rate would come back.
You know, maybe if you used a Kukri and did more damage, you could have cleared those enemies out.
Maybe. But also no. Okay. Seems to have recovered. I say that as the bitrate dies as soon as I look away from the bitrate. Let's look at the database. Oh yeah, I've remembered to install the DLC. I did it before, like, the end of the game. And also, this game's not like Unity, because it won't remind you every 5 seconds that, hey, you installed the DLC.
They just didn't want you to be worried that you were running out of Unity. They wanted you to always know there was a little bit more for you to play. It's like, hey, we noticed you're getting close to the end, but don't worry. You still have this.
Here's Sean dying in beer tasting. The finish is apparently 3 hours of psychosis to judge by the lost time in the 17-page handwritten diatribe on the mating habits of finches I found on my desk. Excuse me, I must pop to the loo for the 17th bloody time in an hour.
If he's using the animus to go back and taste it, how did he end up writing a note on his actual desk?
Because it affected him so much that when he got out, like, he was just like, oh god.
If you drink in the animus, you drink in real life.
Apparently.
His body chemically reacted to the booze, even though he did not actually drink booze.
Yes.
He came out of the animus drunk and then wrote a terrible note. How do you know he's using the animus?
Because I think he mentions it in one of these.
Okay.
But apparently we haven't found that one yet. Also, man, this bitrate problem.
Yeah, it's a bit rough.
Here's a pretty flower.
I think he just used the word unbuggerized in one of those, and I'm not sure. I might have imagined that while I was trying to read it real quick.
Isinglass?
I think it was whatever that last one was, the blind goose. I know he said something about being buggered.
Oh,
I think while trying to read it really fast.
Yeah. He said that he'll be buggered
While trying
if
to
he
read
can...
it really fast, I think
he can remember anything about it. It's like an unmemory, a flavor that is defined only by its absence.
Okay, while trying to read it really quick, I mixed unmemory and buggered and got unbuggered.
I'm gonna, like, try and reset my dongle.
Hello.
All right. This is much better.
Better. Great.
Let's try this again, and this time with less internet death.
Less, but not none.
I mean, none would be preferable, but
But we're not going to get it.
we're not gonna get it. I
Let's
can't.
be hopeful but realistic.
I can't promise you none. I can offer
You can promise the people anything you want to promise the people.
I mean, I could, but I don't want to lie to the nice people, to the nice 0 people watching this.
That's fine.
I don't trust grown-ups. I like your style, lady. There's no supper for the lot of you.
Also, my earlier talk about hoping that someone in Smash ends up with a Hyrule Warriors costume or some acknowledgement of the series comes from the fact that, man, I forgot how much of a badass Zelda is to play as in this game. Just completely wreck shit with her in this. It's kind of insane.
You'll be all right. Trust me.
Oops. All right in the dick. See, that time it went way better. And that tiny child gave me a thief belt. Thanks, tiny child.
Some ominous weather noises coming from outside.
Nice. It's like snowing earlier this week here, which is wild. I mean, not like a lot. It was just like
Yeah, but snow at all.
flurrying. Yeah.
Nice. Standing on those seems dangerous.
Ah, it's fine.
Like, especially with all the, like, loose hanging... You have a cape on. That's exactly what Edna Mode was talking about.
Evie is a responsible cape cape wearer.
Could you get a cape for your Eevee in Let's Go Pokemon?
No. But my Eevee is currently wearing a cop hat, like the police hat that I got from Officer Jenny, and a pair of sunglasses. My Eevee is very cool looking. Detective Eevee is on the case.
Would you prefer that movie?
Eh. I'll take either, to be honest. Let's try to bounty hunt that one guy again. Whoa, camera.
Oh god, I forgot about this whole weird sub-mechanic of feeding fairies.
Feed your mag.
I have to...
You ever play... Did you play PSO2?
No.
Okay, it was me and Sir then.
Yeah.
Oh,
played,
God, why is he already leaving?
I played, what is it?
Guild Wars?
No, I played... Well, yeah, I did play a little bit of Guild Wars. But I was thinking of,
God.
Dragon's Dogma Online. Is the one I went out of my way to, like, set up a slightly illicit thing to play, since they decided that Americans don't deserve that game.
Thanks, Capcom. Why is he already running away?
This fairy keeps giving me body parts from dead monsters.
Someone's trying to attack me! Come on! Get lost! Help! Someone's trying to attack me! Out of my way! Get lost! Help! Someone's trying to attack me!
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What the? What's going on?
Have you done something successfully?
Yes.
Settle down.
At least at the
Let
moment.
me go, you rat!
Great.
Frederick Aberline would like a word.
Who? I know of no one by that name!
Well, the sergeant knows who you are. You may want to rethink your connections.
Get me out of here!
I didn't realize that if they ran away once, they would just constantly be on, I'm going to run away super hard. Which is weird.
Yeah. Could be a bug. Who knows?
A bug in an open world game? I never.
Come on.
I did mention that I was playing the Red Dead Online, because that opened for people like me.
Mm-hmm. Peasants.
No, people who bought it day one, but didn't buy like the $99 edition because
Peasants.
they are opening they're doing this in a very bizarre manner. But in the opening cutscene, like the two like dirtbag cops' fucking horses stopped animating. And so, like, the carriage was still moving, but the horses were just, like, gliding forward. Because it's an open world game. Gotta love them.
It works as you'd expect, which is occasionally.
Also, the frame rate is so much worse in the online than in the not online. Let's see, what skills do I want to buy? Let's get that knife one. Knife Master. Because guess
Probably a
what?
good thing to be.
Throwing knives are really useful.
They're pretty good.
Like, it's so useful that I'm going to buy more because I only have 3 on my person, and that's not enough throwing knives. A small child, give me something. Thank you. That child give me, like, $6,000?
The kid is putting in work.
I swear I only had, like, 1,400 or 1,600, and then I had 21,000. Or 16,000, and then I had 21,000.
I think he gave you 5,000 from the thing I just saw on my screen.
That kid is loaded.
He was putting in work. He was out there pickpocketing people for God knows how long to get that much money.
We're gonna just buy the rest of these maps, if I can.
Why not?
Oh no. Okay. Internet hiccup there.
It happens. To some more than others.
Can buy almost all of them. I can't get the Westminster map. But that's okay, because we're not going to be going to Westminster for a very long time. Because that's the level 9 area. And guess who's not level 9?
You?
It's me. Oh, there were way more blighters in this area than I was expecting. Oh wow. Nope. I love getting helix glitches that are stuck in trees. There we go.
I was really confused before I realized you got a grappling hook in this game on how to get some of those.
Oh yeah, no. Some of them are just like, what? That's not...
Just like hovering in midair miles from anything, and it's like, how the hell?
But you get this awesome grappling hook that never shows up ever again.
Yeah,
Which is weird because it's like the
Like,
opposite.
you couldn't even get like a primitive version for Odyssey. Just like give me a fucking rope that I can tie to the back of my 6 spear, and then I can throw it, and it just sticks to something, and then I climb it.
You're not
It's a radical idea.
Scorpion.
Or what if I just fucking tied something to my bow, and then I shot a grappling hook over a wall? Because I've got this sick bow. Granted, you do get that ability that lets you basically teleport to anyone who you can stab in the back, so...
And that's really useful.
Yeah. If you could just extend the range on that to like a mile, and then just start using people in the base as teleport points.
Alright, I got the Master Ruby Kukri. Definitely a thing that I will be using. You can't
Is
hear.
this the upgraded version, or is that
It is an actual different weapon.
That seems like a waste.
A little bit. It's got a different model at least. That's.
Oh,
nice.
it's just the serrated one, right?
Yeah.
Now I remember.
What up, Cletus?
It's hard to be excited about a kukri.
It really is. Oh, right. So. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is not going to happen. I'm pretty sure that in some cases you can 100% when they first show up, you can absolutely kill like the gang leader just immediately.
Yeah. No, that's what I mentioned before, is like you can totally do it, but it seems like a complete waste because you miss the cool fight later. But yeah, I did that to like 2 or 3 of them and then realized that it just skips the cool stuff. It's like, oh, it's not always super cool and worth it, but it's better than just chasing him down and stabbing him in the back generally.
Yeah, I think he's gone now. Oh well.
Yeah, if they get a certain distance away, then they disappear and you have to deal with them in the big gang fight later. But you can totally just murder them when they show up like that.
I forgot about that. Because I don't think you can do that in the first one. To the first guy.
Oh, okay. I was very confused there for a second.
I can't remember his name.
Who would?
Rexford Kaylock.
Wow. Did you just look that up? Tell me you
Yes.
looked that up. Okay,
Yes.
good. Like, even though you just killed that guy 2 days ago, why would you remember that name?
Honestly, like, literally the only opposing gang leader that I remember the name of is Bloody Nora, because her name is Bloody Nora, and that's a really good name. Yeah. Pardon me, I'm just stealing your chest. Yoink. Alright, a few more to go. This is apparently the side stuff stream, because I don't think I've done any like story missions or even any side missions. This is just the clear out the gang region.
That's fine. It's a good thing to do, just hanging out. Talking about stuff. Like the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
That was a great movie.
It was a great movie. I'm glad you watched it. We already kind of talked about that, though. That said, still really good.
Still really good.
The last segment is probably still my favorite, weirdly. I feel like that's a weird pick for favorite segment, but I really like that last segment a lot. I've rewatched it like 3 times.
For me, I'd say it's either that one or the James Franco one. Just because I really like the dude, what with the pans.
That pan-covered sumbitch who didn't fight fair.
Yes. We're not going to double assassinate these guys.
That was the dude I mentioned, by the way, what was in Office Space.
Ah.
Who played a not entirely dissimilar character. Who ends up burning down the office they work at because the boss is an asshole.
I can relate. Oh boy. Alright, I need to go. Later. Nope. Later. Ah! Break line of sight, gosh darn it. There we go. I did not double assassinate the targets, but whatever. It's fine. Now I'll fight you. Oh, small child. You're not one of my small children. Now you're gonna get tackled.
That's how that works.
Yep. It's quite a tackle from Evie there.
Did not realize there were enemy small children.
Of course there are enemy small children. Why would there
I
not?
remember them.
It was more like just, it wasn't like a story thing or a side mission thing. It was just one of those crowd events. But
Ah, okay.
Make me come over there, and you'll regret it.
nope, run. Nope. Lady.
What's your problem?
Ma'am. Let me just put you in a dragon sleeper here, ma'am. That is a cop car that I was about to steal. We're just gonna... Oh, boy.
Maybe you decided not to do that now?
No, but we're gonna steal this lady and run away! Because the cops be after me.
Why would you do such a thing? It's almost like you've done some, like, multiple things very wrong.
Oh, I died. Oh, God, the cops are murdering me.
Oh. In London. It's not supposed to be where that happens.
I know. Got a skill point that I can use, but the only thing I can get for one skill point... Well, maybe having extra health would be useful.
I don't know. Hasn't really been a problem for you so far, has it?
I definitely haven't been dying.
I mean, how many times this stream, though?
Twice.
I've seen worse.
I bought the extra health.
Probably a good idea.
I like that my crew just ran over this lady.
Okay. Microsoft, goddamn, serve. Son of a bitch. Why is that even a thing?
Why is what even a thing?
You should look at what Serve did.
Did he... Is that a real... Is that... Oh, did he...
I won't tell anyone where you're hiding this.
Did he pull a fast one?
He may have. I'd ask you to click the link, but it would probably destroy your bitrate.
I mean, my bitrate is already currently pretty destroyed, so...
Okay.
La-di-da-di-da.
I really like the black Union Jack cape, by the way.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a good look. Also, I like that it's called the Blackjack.
I wish my bitrate would come back. I'm gonna try resetting
No.
my dongle again.
Alright.
We're gonna... This is picked back up yet, but... There it goes. Alright.
I finally remembered where the, like, thing is in this game that lets you just go buy all the items you need to clear the adventure mode instead of having to go around the whole map and find multiple copies. So that has made this a lot easier.
I said alright, and then the bitrate immediately died again. But now it's back
Kinda
again.
noticed, but it's working.
Yeah.
Ish.
I don't know.
It is, well, you know. It's doing what it can.
Oh, shit. I just walked into this area. Oh, there she is. Ma'am. No, ma'am.
Hey! What are you doing? What did you say?
Ma'am, just get in the carriage.
Quiet now. Hush.
Those men, take them in. Don't apprehend me.
Oh boy.
Help! I'm being kidnapped!
There we go.
Here now.
I murdered the ever-living daylights out of those people, and now I can drop this lady off that I kept alive.
Nice. In this super well-kept carriage.
Oh, yes. Oh, not this one. This one.
I hear her sister is the real menace.
Alright. Eberline gave me a gun. Seems ill-advised, but what can you say?
Do you not want a gun?
I absolutely want a gun. What are you crazy?
Hey, you're the one who started throwing out that it was ill-advised.
I'm just
Like you didn't want a gun there for a second.
No, it's ill-advised because I feel like Fry Twins could get into some mischief with the guns.
I mean, they could, but you've been generally been getting into the right kinds of mischief. That's the important thing.
That's true.
Find
Okay.
criminals who are willing to work with you.
We're gonna equip that gun.
That's how a real law enforcement man does things.
Look at that sick flip that she did with the gun. That's the coolest. More people should do cool gun flips. Oh, my train safe is nearly full.
That almost never happened to me. In fact, I was constantly going back and checking the train safe and realizing it was damn near empty. Or that I had gotten no more money since the last time I checked.
It's unfortunate for you.
It is. I desperately needed money in this game. Could never get it.
Well, you know what you could have done?
Is unlock the Ned missions.
No, I was gonna say, spend a little real money.
Oh, that was in this?
That is in this.
Wow. Alright.
It's been in all of them since Black Flag, I think, actually.
I didn't realize you could just straight up exchange real money for, like, the standard in-game currency, though.
Oh, no, yeah.
Money for fake London dollars.
In fact, there you go. I could get £10,000 with the amount of money that I have from, I think the last time I played this, they give you like 500, and I spent some of it on a map.
A map? Oh, okay. I just now realized what that meant, because I was thinking, like, multiplayer map, and I was like, wait, what?
No, like a thing
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
shows
got it.
where collectibles are. Nope. You are coming with me, sir.
Are you with the police? Are you a copper?
Are you a copper?
Quiet, please. Quiet,
Like
Mr. Banks.
NWA, am I going to have to blast a Bobby?
My precious jewels. What you want
See, it's
from me?
fitting here, because we're in
Are
England.
you with the police? Are you a copper?
Quiet, please.
Scream and it'll be your last.
What you want from me? Are you with the police? Are you a copper?
Quiet, please.
What you want from me? Are you with the police? Are you a copper?
Quiet, please.
I don't want to hurt you. Walk.
What you want from me? Are you with the police? Are you a copper?
Quiet, please.
Quiet and I won't hurt you.
What you want from me? Are you with the police? Are you a copper?
Quiet, please.
To be honest, you, like, keeping asking if I'm a copper is not going to make me tell you if I'm a copper.
Are you with the police? Are you a copper?
They're criminals,
Quiet,
they're not.
please.
Get me out!
Oh, excuse me.
Come on, move it! Faster! There you are. Move it!
Alright. That is all the gang territory in Lambeth.
I'll take it easy on him.
Alright. So it's time for the big dumb fight?
It's time for the big dumb fight.
Rad.
And that'll give us the upgrade to the voltaic bombs that we don't have.
Perfect. I think I did the same thing, ended up with that upgrade before I could add the thing it went to. Because that's one of the lower level areas, right?
Yes, like this is the area they send you after Whitechapel. Hello. Like, I think Whitechapel has a suggested level of 2, and Lambeth has a suggested level of 3, so,
Pretty intended for you to hit one after the other.
yeah. And then you hit the Thames, and then you hit Southwark, and then you hit City of London, and then you hit Westminster, I think is the order. I might be missing one, hold on. Lambeth, Thames, Southwark. Oh, I'm missing city. I was missing the strand in between City of London and Westminster. My bad. Pardon me. Look at this dapper gang war man. I like how he's just like the official gang war liaison for everyone.
He's Mr. Referee.
Pretty much. He is Red Shoes.
I was making a Metabots reference. Remember Metabots?
I do.
Show was great.
I watched an alarming amount of Metabots as a
I
child.
played an alarming amount of the Game Boy game.
And then I got like a bunch of little... They had little toys that they sold at like the Dollar Tree up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my original The Character Metabot that was just...
Yeah.
They had like a unicorn one. And I just stuck the unicorn head on Rokusho's body. Because Rokusho is the coolest.
He was pretty cool.
And now we fight. Now we completely destroy these blighters because, holy cow,
Because
they're
they
just
are worthless.
falling like flies. Oh. Ow. I'm the one who's supposed to do sick counters, not you. Again, I'm the one that's supposed to do the sick counters, not you.
These guys are surprisingly resilient.
Just kneeing this man in the dick like 5 times.
The boss fights get better in later games, let's say that.
Yeah.
This is still the best they managed in boss fight terms, I would say, up to this point.
Oh yeah, no, like, without a doubt.
And that, hey, it's a normal enemy, but he's got special abilities that make him more of a problem.
And he contorted himself in a really funny way when he died.
Man, it'd be really dangerous if every time he went for the double axe handle, he instead used the giant meat cleaver in his hand.
It would be really bad if he did that, in fact.
Instead, just double axe handles.
Yeah, no.
I like how willing everyone always is to switch sides.
I mean, it's like they just murdered my boss, so
I guess they're the boss now.
I don't want to get murdered.
More than that, I'm surprised at how much of a willingness there is by people on your side to go like, yeah, sure, get in. Change your coats.
You're okay.
Yeah, it's like, up until, like, literally 5 minutes ago, like, their boss's body is not cold yet. And you are all okay with the people who are horribly oppressing you. Just going like, yeah, sure, I'll change the color of my coat.
Did you do any of these Charles Dickens missions?
I did not get around to it.
Oh, you are in for a treat, because these are all very good.
Alright.
Except for one...
My thing was that I was trying to do a bunch of the clearing stuff out and getting upgraded before I went and started, like, character missions. Because I didn't realize how those worked.
Yeah.
I thought those were, like, story missions, and I was
No.
following, like, a character plot line. Not, like, this is going to open up a whole section of side quests for you, kind of thing.
Well, some of them do, some of them don't. Like, the Charles Dickens stuff is a series of side quests.
Okay.
Surrounds the boat.
So that's the kind of thing I was trying to avoid. In reality, I avoided stuff that would have made it way easier for me to level up.
Yeah.
Alas, these days,
But,
stupidity is all
except for one omission that is a little wonky, and if you recall, I've mentioned a mission in this game that has the craziest effect that is going to murder the bitrate.
You have mentioned that, yeah?
It is a Charles Dickens mission.
Great.
I'm skeptical.
Is it just like a horrible screen effect to represent you being drugged or drunk or something?
Something of that nature.
Advanced city.
But anyway, this is great because Evie's like, I love the super... Evie is the Mike, and Jacob is the J, talking about supernatural stuff.
I joined the Ghost Club.
How big a fan is Evie of Ghost Hunters?
Immensely. She has all the Zach Baggins books.
God. Can't believe that's that guy's name.
There was some Ghost Hunter guy that is not Zach Baggins, but like my parents' thrift store got a gigantic pile of books from said person,
Great.
and I can't remember what their name is.
It does sound intriguing.
Splendid. I have your first case. Reports about a series of assaults in Lambeth.
You know, bad things are happening in Lambeth.
What else is new? It's London. I'm pretty sure nothing good here happens by default.
Also, I like that as we do these Ghost Club missions, the weather gets appropriately spooky.
I like to assume they just wait for that.
Oh yeah, no.
And or it's the Animus just assuming it was spooky when that happened.
Huge claws. And his laugh. Luckily, he was frightened away by some passers-by. Somebody has to do something before he attacks another.
But I also feel like you can kind of draw a pretty direct line from like these side missions in this game to
like the supernatural shit in Origin or Odyssey rather.
well, in both, but
Both,
yeah.
To them going like, let's include some more supernatural junk.
Although to be fair, like a lot of these is pretty Scooby-Doo, as evidenced by this guy who just ran up to camera.
I just saw that guy. Please tell me that's not supposed to be the Jersey Devil.
It is not the Jersey Devil, it is Spring-Heeled
Well, yeah,
Jack.
it's obviously. Why was I thinking? Yeah, that would make any sense.
Ah, no.
Why was I thinking about New York?
I don't know.
Oh, it was Zelina Vega.
Is she from New York?
Somebody in the comments said she was from New York. I believe they were saying that was what her actual accent was, as opposed to all the ones she was putting on as a joke. Which, man, she's got a lot of accents.
She's got a lot. I really enjoyed her fake North Carolina.
Looks like he ran this way.
Anyway, time to follow these footprints. Also, I like that you can totally see the footprints without the eagle vision. That is a nice...
It's good. Don't make you stay in Eagle Vision all the time for everything.
Yeah.
Almost makes it seem like your character is talented and not just relying
Perhaps the legend
on
is
some
true,
kind
he does
of
have giant claws.
crazy fucking magic power to do everything for them.
Hmm.
Which is a radical idea, I know.
Character writing 101 with
Mhm.
TFB and Make Me Mad.
Hey, I know about character writing.
Can I? No, this is going to be way too low. As we track the monster here, I'm going to try and pick up this. Nope, that's just in the wrong direction, is what that is. Okay, that was way easier than I was making it out to be. Excuse me. I'm looking for a crazy monster.
Also, I want to point out that you mentioned the supernatural events in this being a bit more Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
They kind of also did that in
Yeah.
Odyssey. At least once they pulled that.
That was really good as well. So, I mean...
That was really good.
Pardon me. Also, I do like that I said that, you know, you totally don't have to do Eagle Vision all the time, as I'm just, like,
Now you're just running
constantly...
around using Eagle Vision to find all these.
Yeah, you know.
Well... We have a really strong track record of being right about things.
I mean, like, you can still totally
Yes.
see them, but it's just me being lazy.
Heavily
This is
guarded.
the main thing.
I wonder what they're heavily guarding.
I thought this was another case of The Evil Within 2 and us saying, I don't remember any bugs in this.
No. This is a case of me saying, you totally can, but I don't wanna.
You can, if you care. Whatever, you're trying to find a horrible murderer.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, realistically, you should use any advantage you can get to catch them as fast as possible. Pride be damned, as a responsible investigator.
I also really just want to point out this, this mission thing that just popped up. Because, you
Made
know...
you feel like you're in Odyssey again.
No, but it's just funny.
Are these guys a snake cult?
No, these guys are very definitively not a snake cult.
Just making sure we've been wrong before. I mean, one of us has.
Doing a real good job of the combat over here. That guy died so hard. Whoop. Pardon me. Hello. Oh, I don't have any more throwing knives, but that's okay because I got a gun. And apparently an inability to heal, which was really weird. Because I had 2 medicines.
How did you just shoot that man twice at point blank range and that didn't kill him?
He's a monster.
Really not, though. He's just a guy in a mask.
He's a monster.
No. TFP. I don't care whether he's wearing a mask or not. When you shoot a man twice, he should be dead.
Also, it's a video game. Name me one video game villain that has died after being shot twice.
Main villain of Fable 2. He only got shot once.
See? That's not twice.
Oh, fuck you. Also, I was trying to make a Quiet Man reference.
Oh, that's right, because he didn't die after getting shot twice.
He didn't. And he's also wearing a mask. But this guy doesn't have crazy smoke tendrils. He doesn't have air combos.
He can't...
He doesn't have a super kick.
He can't super kick you into being a different
Man,
person.
What if he just started super kicking you every time you stood up?
And
Just on
then...
loop.
Yeah, but every time that
And
happened...
you just turned into Jacob.
Yes.
The kick. It just switched your character.
Oh, the Quiet Man.
Man, that game was bad.
Sure was. Man, I was reading things of like people predicting nominees for Giant Bomb Worst Game, and I can't believe that they ignored the Quiet Man but put that Fear Effect Sedna game on there. Which
Yeah, that's weird.
I
Which
thought
also,
that-
I bet nobody at Giant Bomb even fucking played that.
yeah. Also, I don't see what I've played that and I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. I haven't finished it, so it may get.
I think people just dislike Fear Effect for whatever the previous series was. Because I'm pretty sure the current Fear Effect doesn't have very much to do with old Fear Effect. Like, it's the same characters and probably the same plot lines and whatever, but, like, I don't even know if the same people are making that game.
I don't know. They're doing
very
remastered Fear
different.
Effect. I thought people liked Fear Effect.
They used to, but that was a different time. That was when you could have an advertisement that said you put the ass in Assassins.
So when you could have an advertisement that
Couldn't do
said
that for Origins.
that said the story is capable of 13 climaxes.
Well, man, if they had an advertisement for Odyssey, it was just like a poster of Alexios all oiled up, and it said he put the ass in Assassin, that'd be alright.
That'd be alright.
Except also, he's not Assassin.
That's true.
Nobody in Assassin's Creed Odyssey is an assassin.
Oh, I'm trying to heal and it's not working, and I'm very sad. I'm pressing the up on the D-pad to do the heal, and it's like, nah. Now you die.
I don't know, I'd be down for a Fear Effect reboot if only because I've never played Fear Effect and I kind of want to see what that's about.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a magazine I had when I was younger that just had like a walkthrough for like the final thing of a Fear Effect game, and I was like, oh, it's like a weird supernatural thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of games going full weird supernatural. I'm a fan of anything that was not previously supernatural suddenly going full supernatural. I'm almost always a fan when that happens. It's why I like fucking From Dusk Till Dawn. Have you seen that one?
No, I have not.
Do you know what it is?
It's the Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney or like vampire hunters or something.
So that's the funny part, is it's Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney are brothers who are bank robbers. And they rob a gas station, end up causing way more trouble than they should while robbing said gas station, which they were not actually trying to rob in the first place. Have to kidnap a family to take hostage so that they can cross the border into Mexico to pay a guy off to basically retire from a life of crime. And on the way across the border, or immediately after crossing the border, I believe, they decide to celebrate the successful border crossing by stopping at a random strip club, which turns out to be a hideout and, like, feeding place for vampires. Like, there was nothing supernatural in that movie for, like, almost the first hour, I'm pretty sure. And then just suddenly, one of the strippers turns into a vampire, and everyone in the bar turns into a vampire, and it goes full supernatural after that. It's a complete fake out. Like, nothing in the movie suggests it's going to be supernatural until everything just pops off.
I saw the one episode of the television show with Cage in it.
I have that on my Netflix list thing, but I have not yet watched any of that. Maybe I should. I like dumb TV shows.
Please. Have moved. Thank you. Oh.
As long as they're good done, not like Babylon 5 or something.
I will fight you.
Oh, the special effects of that are so terrible, though. Come on. Like, it's 94, I understand that, but oh god. Like, you should have gone the Trek route and just done miniatures. This full CG was not the way to go in 94.
Ah. Again, I really feel like something is going wrong here. Alternately, I could just be very bad at this video game.
Don't be crazy. Maybe you're just not a very high enough level. Maybe I was in the right. I was in the right to put off Charles
I
Dickens for so
very
long.
well could be, because Spring Heel Jack is level 6 and I'm level 4.
That could be it. That is 2 levels higher than you in a game that only has like 9 levels.
Yeah, but this game is not like Origins or Odyssey. Like, you can still assassinate people higher level than you. Whereas if you try to do that in the RPG ones,
I just assumed that in a game that only had so few levels, that the 2-level difference would mean a lot more.
not particularly.
Okay.
It's ironic that it is, you know... Well, not ironic. I don't know what the correct term would be. But...
You can just say bizarre.
yeah.
Of course, then you're... Well, if other people were around, that'd be an unfortunate invitation to get people to start talking about JoJo.
Can't believe Spring Heel Jack has 4 balls.
I don't know about him, but let me tell you a thing or two about Pythagoras. Let me tell you a thing or two about cars, the ultimate life form.
Whoop.
Remember that part in the second part of JoJo where they team up with a bunch of Nazis?
Yeah, that was weird. Alright, I beat up Spring Heel Jack.
But TFP, they're heroic Nazis.
Yeah, no.
There's a touching epilogue where one of them goes and dies at Stalingrad fighting for his country.
Yeah, no. No. Let's get this... Let's see. Get this Mutilate ability. I remember it being pretty good.
Also, hey, I unlocked Tetra.
Cool.
Her weapon is a gun.
Hey!
Well, it's a cutlass, but also she has a gun.
Okay.
Oh, for some reason I thought she was underleveled, but I guess I've used her before and forgotten. Oh, Marin's the one who's underleveled.
That'd do it.
Or in Medley.
Let's see. We're gonna save that one for later. Gonna save that one for later.
I want to say the first region I took over once they gave me a chance was actually the river.
We're gonna start trying to take over the river. Actually, is what I think we're gonna do, and just keep putting off the main story. As I just gunned down that man in the middle of the street. What did that link actually link to?
It is apparently a fake site that you can link to that just looks like the LA Times or whatever. So you can put I don't know if you can just put any YouTube video in it, or if it always goes to Rick Astley, never gonna give you up. I would have to do more research to find out, and I don't care about it that much. Right now, at least. Maybe when I'm done playing this game.
I feel like they should, you should be able to, if you were able to replace it, I feel like Serve would have replaced it with,
Photograph.
yeah.
Like either that or, I don't know what Serve would have replaced it with. Probably something from JoJo, but I would have gone with Like a Dragon. Except if I had gone with Like a Dragon, I would have also made it like fake Yakuza news.
There was supposed to be Yakuza news today. I don't know what it was. Something from like the Kinda Funny whatever. And I kind of just assume it's Kiwami on PC.
That would make sense.
Because that was announced but then never really materialized.
Side note from the Hyrule Warriors, Tetra wrecks shit about as hard as actual Zelda. Turns out having a gun is slightly better than having a bow.
What?
Also, I just now realized they have that similarity in that normal Zelda uses a sword and a bow, and Tetra uses a sword and a gun.
I know who I'd want on my team.
Tetra's really good. Big fan of this moveset. It's real easy to just murder people super hard.
Alright, Simon Chase. You're coming with me. Oh boy, he's running away. I don't particularly know why. Nope, get down there. Stop.
What do you think you're doing? Did Miss Swineborn send you?
Quiet. Quiet down.
I'm supposed to be working here.
Well, your workplace shortcuts are making a whole bunch of people sick, Mr. Chase.
Getting paid by the crate and not by the hour makes things rough for me.
Polluting the Thames with chemical waste is not the break you're looking for.
Do not pollute the Thames with chemical waste.
Too late.
Oh, I need to find a carriage. There's one.
Let's go for a stroll.
I guess those are coming up. That's a growler. I can't stick people in growlers. Or whatever that is. That's not a carriage.
We're going to take a walk, you and I.
All of them is the answer to that question.
I'm trapped! Get me out!
The Best Friend Award. So many people being very upset about me kidnapping this man polluting the Thames.
assess the damage.
I thought they would have been down with me taking that person away.
Look, man, it's still way too early for anyone to give a shit about the environment.
Go after the Jekyll brothers.
That's a name.
Or I suppose at the time they'd be the Jekyll brothers, because I think that's how you're actually supposed to pronounce that. I don't know.
I refuse this information.
We read that novel. Well, not really. It's not really a novel. It's pretty short, but I read that. I read that story in college. It's part of my English literature class. It was it and Heart of Darkness and various poems. I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember just about any of the poems.
Do you remember when you became British?
About 5 minutes ago.
Alright.
I started talking about my English literature course. Which also had not my favorite weird class-ending diatribe, but one of my favorites that I had in college. Because nothing can top the one professor I had that just started talking about Native American mysticism and Mercury being in retrograde for like 30 minutes in a 3D modeling class.
Mm-hmm.
But the English literature professor had a moment where he was talking about how he was playing football in high school and got a bad tackle and got a concussion and saw God. And that was
troubling.
That was a very weird moment.
That's a troubling moment. That's a moment you should be worried about.
That way, man. Check this out. I'm catching a ride on this crane. Yeah. I got a skill point for it.
I like hopping around the river in this game.
Yeah.
It was fun navigating the boats and whatnot. Not complicated, but then again, I would hate it if it was.
Just hop on this blighter boat. Hello. I think there's a fight club on this boat that I should probably like go talk to Ned about, but again, like I said, this is going to be a long one comparatively to
most Assassin's Creeds.
Yeah, because we're going to be getting most of the side stuff because it's all really good.
Yeah. Problem is, so is most of the side stuff in Origins, rather, Odyssey, rather.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I actually enjoyed most of the side stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everything I did pretty much in that game was like, yeah, this is alright.
Really only, like, the procedurally generated stuff was maybe not my favorite.
Yeah, so deciding what you're going to do on stream in that one is going to be tricky. Because that's a very big game.
Oh no, we're gonna go get Tom Hiddleston. I can't believe Tom Hiddleston's a Templar.
I can. Why wouldn't he be? Look at that guy.
But he plays Loki.
Yeah, and
I don't know anything else that man has been in.
I mean, even just him playing Loki should be enough to let you know he's going to be a Templar.
I don't really see Loki as a Templar.
Avengers 1. Literally a giant speech to a German guy about how he needs to kneel to him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fair enough. See if I can find him. Oh, there he is. Probably not going to air assassinate him because he appears to be running away. So I may have triggered about every guard.
Well, good, then they'll all come to you. You won't have to waste time looking.
It's true. Also, I think I got hit by a berserk dart, which is interesting.
Oh.
I
Does it
didn't.
actually make you go berserk?
No, but it made all the HUD go away.
Huh. Weird.
I'm unsure what that would have been otherwise, because
Yeah, that is bizarre looking.
I also don't think I ever saw that effect. Oh, shit. I'm in the wrong part of town. I don't want to be in Westminster. It's where all the crazy level 9 people live.
Westminster is too hardcore.
Westminster is very hardcore. Especially at this point in the game. I'm also going to be super honest, this stream feels like it's been way longer than it has been. Or my OBS timer is way off.
Hold on. Wait. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong thing. There we go. I mean, almost 2 hours.
Yeah, it feels like I've been playing for like way longer than 2 hours.
Huh. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know
weird.
what to tell you.
I mean, I don't mind like checking it out and being like, oh, I've only played an hour and 45 minutes. Cause,
Well, yeah, because you actually like this game.
I like this game.
Oh, God damn it.
How goes the Hyrule
The
Warriors?
battle where I gotta play as Tingle.
Uh-huh.
It's also the battle where I get the bow and arrow item card to use to clear out all these other blocks on the map.
So
So
you,
I kind of need it.
so you kind of have to play as Tingle, is what I'm hearing.
I'm gonna have to play as Tingle.
Tingle, 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 Kulu Limpa. I'm checking these database
There's a-
entries because there is a database entry that I'm looking for that I have not
There was a tornado somewhere on this map, but now I can't find it.
yet found.
Oh right, I forgot about the special rules in the Great Sea stages.
Do those special rules make you salty?
No, not you typically. They're generally actually pretty nice compared to some of the other advanced rules on these other goddamn maps.
I made a joke, though.
Oh, I know I heard it. I understood.
Okay. That's important.
Oh, did you see the thing I retweeted and posted in here earlier about the Fallout special order
Yes,
bag or whatever?
about the crazy bag thing where it's like they.
Oh god.
I love the response of we're not planning on doing anything about it, because like that's clearly what someone was thinking, but it's probably not what PR should have said.
Yeah.
I'm no PR man, other than when people just copy what I write and make it PR word for word. But
Who would do that?
Who would
That's
do
crazy.
that? That's crazy talk. Yeah, maybe don't. Maybe
You
don't.
don't just come out and tell someone "fuck you."
Yeah, I feel like that's maybe bad PR.
Maybe have slightly more nuance.
As I grab onto the air because I'm a sick assassin.
There's one thing we know about is nuance.
Oh yes. The most nuanced streamers in the streaming game, GBP4A.
It's how we work. We're subtle. We sneak up on you. One viewer today, tomorrow, 1 million.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, not today, obviously.
But tomorrow, 1 million.
Yeah. And then obviously we'll all have to quit because as soon as we actually attract attention, like we'll reveal what horrible people we are, and that can't happen.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go make up fake identities and then stream under those.
Let's go get.
Side note: if my leg falls off, I'm gonna be really pissed. I blew $400 visiting the doctor.
I can't blame you for that. Oh, excuse me.
Also, if I really wanted to, I could probably stretch this horrible infection thing out into being off work all week. But I'm gonna go ahead and go back tomorrow because I'm nice. And by nice, I mean stupid. And also, mostly, I'm just really pissed off this happened this week and not next week.
Because then you can't even play Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, if this had happened after Smash Brothers, I'd be fucking psyched about it.
Shit.
If only I just pirated it.
Yeah.
It's totally ethically okay, right?
Oh yeah, no.
According to some people.
Yeah.
Some people have way more viewers than you, so they're more correct. That's how that works, right? The more YouTube viewers you have, the more right you are.
I should probably watch that podcast discussion because I was laughing hysterically at it on Twitter. And then the reveal of did you see the follow-ups?
Oh yeah.
About like calling one game store saying that someone else was selling a game early, and then calling another game store saying that the first people were selling a game early.
Yeah.
I died.
What's wrong with that?
Oh god, that's really brutal what just happened to me.
Did you get murdered with a meat cleaver?
I did, in like a really rough way.
You should have fought harder. Maybe Jacob should have done this instead because he's got way more health.
He actually doesn't.
Oh.
It's a skill.
Oh right, you have to actually buy the more health.
Yeah. I also think
For some reason I thought he just had more by default.
I don't think it's even more health. I think it's he just takes less damage. Is his one of his ultimate
okay.
abilities. Let me actually double check that. Yeah, Jacob gets more defense.
Okay.
Everyone, or both twins, get the additional health. So really the problem here is that, like, there are two gang events, like, right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of triggered both of them, which got a lot of people very angry at me. That's just not a really good way to live, turns out.
It's really not.
Hold on, let me scare these bullies by walking into them with purpose.
That's how it's done.
Yep. Let that be a lesson. If you're being bullied, just walk towards them, but very angrily, and they'll be like, uh-oh. Better not mess with that guy. Or gal, as the case may be.
Yeah. Alright, that's enough Hyrule Warriors for now. I think I've gotten the urge to just senselessly smash things out of my system. For now.
Okay.
Did something... Oh, okay. I thought things may have gone terribly wrong.
Something went a little funky, I would say. Ow, dick. Like, that man maybe was in his being strangled animation as I was not strangling him. And that was a little funny. Oops. No, not you. I don't care about you. Get out of here. Oh no! This has not gone well, make me mad.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, it seems like it's going okay. You're the guy in the water. Why do you throw those guys in the water?
I threw one guy in the water because I needed to pick up the other one.
Okay.
And then...
Oh, is this a kidnapping thing? Or?
Yes.
Okay. Then you just dropped the other guy into the water accidentally. Well...
He'll be back.
Yeah. He'll be fine. He
Yeah.
just got knocked unconscious and dropped in a river.
Yeah, but then he got wet and then he woke up. And then he's like, oh god.
And I'm sure having all those open wounds in the river won't cause him any sort of issue.
I didn't stab him.
You don't have to stab someone to cause open wounds.
All I did was give him the sleeper hold, so...
Okay, okay.
This cop has so much health.
The cops are tough. Lord knows why. If the cops are this strong, they ought to be able to hold down order in the city like nobody's business. These cops are fucking tanks.
What do you think you're doing?
Okay, let's try this again.
Hush. Quiet down, you'll give someone
Also,
fright.
during Pat's stream yesterday, at the end of the day, he referred to something that they recorded that he said was probably like one of the longest feeling things they've ever recorded. He said they were just constantly looking at the clock and realizing they had not played as much of the game as they thought. I was really hoping it was the Quiet Man, but apparently, according to him, it was not
At
the
least
Quiet
you're honest about it.
Dang.
I don't know why they're holding off on the Quiet Man.
Because Matt and Liam are playing the Quiet Man.
Oh. They don't count. You shoved that man into the river for no reason.
I didn't shove him into anything. He tripped and fell.
Act naturally.
Glad that no one in Assassin's Creed has any kind of permanence when it comes to remembering your face or clothing style. So it's like, were they just here like 10 minutes ago causing trouble?
Yeah.
I really like the idea of one of these Assassin's Creed games that actually incorporated all of your failures. Like, I'm actually shocked that I only failed a single quest in Odyssey. Like, I kind of expected there to be more ways to fail those.
I think I also only failed one quest.
Do you know which one it was you failed?
It was one of the ones on like the starting island where there was the rich guy and you had to go save his brother, and then his brother got killed, and then you...
Oh, right, okay, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess during any of those escort missions you could technically fail. Or the ones that didn't have like an important name of character or whatever. But the one I failed was a random quest. I guess it's because whenever you took out well, I don't know how much I want to say because I don't want to spoil anything for Odyssey, but it involves one of the cult leaders. There's a certain cult leader who is, let's say, at the top of a leveled list of targets. And when you took them out, was there like a long quest involved with like making them vulnerable and taking them out or whatever?
I don't think so. I think pretty much all of them I was just like boom, boom, boom.
Because I just found that guy wandering around doing like the stuff that the people on that list do just out in the wild. And I was like 4 levels lower than him and was like, ah, fuck it, I'll kill him and his bear. And then I did. And then a new quest popped up over in Sparta. So I went over to see what that was about, and it was a lady going like, I was gonna marry him, you bitch. And then I failed the quest.
Whoops.
So I guess if I'd gotten to a higher level and gone and taken that quest, there would have been a quest involving him that would have then led to me killing him or something. But because I had already killed him, there was no longer a quest associated with that. So I just talked to her, and she was like, man, fuck you, and then I failed the quest.
I don't remember that at all, so maybe I did do a long quest.
Oh, I don't know if it was a long quest, I just know there was a quest associated with it, and I assumed it was going to be a long quest, because that lady sounded tedious. That might be my own bias due to her failing the quest, though. Because it's like, man, fuck you, lady. You didn't want this guy dead, you shouldn't have, well, honestly, I don't have any advice for you there. You should have sent me a letter saying, please don't kill my fiancée.
Oops. I got the old assassins did not kill civilians message.
Oh, whatever. Remember that time Ezio destroyed, like, an entire city?
Yeah. Remember that time...
Anos didn't flash a warning there.
Remember that time Cassandra murdered a whole bunch of civilians because they were like, no, I'm gonna fight you?
Those civilians are jackasses in that game.
They really are. Also, she's not an assassin, so I don't think it really
Exactly.
counts.
Can't wait for the spin-off, Misthios' Creed.
Everything is permitted if people will pay you money. Alternately, Misthios' Creed is just fuck you, pay me.
That's a good one. I was gonna go with fuck bitches, get money. But really, all of these apply.
Yeah.
It's why she's the best Assassin's Creed protagonist. Oh, it's like, playing as her is like a breath of fresh air. Because no matter what choice I make, I feel completely 100% like it's in character. Like, yes, I will in fact strangle the Oracle in her home. Because I'm really upset about this.
Also, I just accidentally did this gang lookout in, this is Southwark, I think.
need to get done eventually.
Eh. A little underleveled, but it's not causing me any problems so far. And I did it, so, yeah. How about them apples?
Nobody's gonna complain about free experience. Oh, right, relating to other things that happened today.
Oh?
Comic books got updated, because it's a
Oh.
Wednesday, and that one ongoing DC event is still turning.
Oh, the one with the Watchmen?
No, the Heroes in Crisis. The other,
Oh.
the other dumb
Oh,
ongoing
yeah.
with the Hero PTSD Treatment Center.
Yes.
Because apparently the Hero PTSD Treatment Center's secret was we have a holodeck, so we're just gonna let all of these people with horrible mental trauma use a holodeck to treat themselves.
Oh, good. This seems like a plan that will
And there'll
work.
be an AI constantly questioning them, but, like, they get full control of the holodeck. So there's, like, a guy over there who's like, yeah, I've got trauma because I got shot through with a laser and it freaked me the hell out. So I've just been using the holodeck to shoot myself repeatedly with a laser, hoping that one day I will no longer be scared of getting shot with lasers.
I don't really think that's a kind of theory you get
I don't think
over.
that's how that works. It's almost like maybe they should have a licensed psychiatrist or something at the facility. Talk to people, but no. It's fine. And then somehow this whole system went wrong, TFP.
What?
Also, it seems really dumb because they have like a whole thing on anonymity and, you know, not knowing everyone's secret identities. Like, say, Superman's secret identity.
Uh-huh.
But the robots that run the place are robot duplicas of Ma and Pa Kent on a farm. It's because the facility is disguised as a farmhouse.
This seems poorly thought out, make me mad.
It does! It does seem kind of poorly thought out, you're right. The whole thing is so goddamn stupid. I don't know how many issues it's supposed to be. 7 issues, apparently. And they are on 3 just came out.
Should look and see if there's more, West Coast Avengers, but I'm gonna guess there probably is not, because I feel like it updated somewhat recently.
Ah. Is it a monthly?
I think so.
Most things are monthly.
I don't remember when it started, and there have been 4 issues, and I feel like it's been about 4 months. It might be bi-monthly, I don't know. I don't know how comic books work.
Also, funny enough, with all the dumb bullshit going on in that comic, of like the dumb holodeck treatment thing, there is still one good part, which is Booster Gold using the holodeck thing to just make a double of himself that he can then beat up.
Hey,
It's
you
like,
know,
my version of therapy is arguing with myself in a room for a while, and then it just devolves into a fist fight, where both of us complain about how much we hate being us, and then also, why didn't we just use this to go to Honolulu? Like, why didn't we just use the hologram thing to go to Honolulu? That would have been way better.
yeah. I don't know who Booster Gold is.
He's from the future.
Great.
He's, if I remember correctly, his thing is basically that in the future he's just like a janitor at like a superhero museum. And he's like, whatever, I know all this shit about the future, I'm gonna steal some of this future tech and go back in time and be a superhero then. And then he gets back to the past and it's like, oh shit, being a hero is hard.
Not wrong.
His main thing is that he's got a force field and he can fly. And a little robot sidekick with the unfortunate name of Skeets. It was a different time when they made Booster Gold, okay? Just like it was a different time when they made Dick Ryder.
Oh, Dick Ryder.
And then they went and made the same mistake of having somebody named Ryder in fucking Andromeda. Ryder's just a ruined nickname. You can't use it anymore. Not unless you're in porn.
What if you're in, like, what if you're like a jockey?
I mean, I guess you could try, but I still like if you're going to end up with a lot of bad jokes made at your expense. There's never a good time to use the name Ryder. Especially not if your first name is Richard.
Yeah, no, like, if your first name is Richard, like, you pick a new last name.
Yeah, no, you change that name. Change one of your names. I want to say I did this by just going around the outside of the boat and stabbing everyone and then crawling slightly more to the side and stabbing the next guy. Because these guys are very bad at seeing you when you're hanging on the side of a boat.
Oh, yeah. But I prefer the direct approach.
Of just murder and then shoot people in the head.
Yeah. I bought that execute skill. I'm going to put it to good use.
And then just run away from all the cool gang ladies.
Yep.
Side note, did you see the weird up, up, down, down thing earlier with Selena Vega?
I did not.
Okay, because for the record, it was pretty good. Because also, they don't even play anything in that one. It's basically just like a mini podcast. 'Cause I think the plan was to sit down and play something, and they just end up bullshitting for so long they never get around to it.
I did hear that you were saying that Zelina Vega was talking about something that sounded like the plot of Tekken and was very upset that Xavier Woods didn't pick up on it.
So, what it was she said she had she was going to do a question, like, hypothetical scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And she started going off on this long story about, like, alright, so you married this chick, and you love her, and you're, like, totally in love, you get married, and then you have a kid, but then the chick you're with, you find out she's the devil. And she attacks you when you find out she's the devil, and you have to kill her. So then it's like, oh shit, you've got this kid who's, like, half the devil. So what do? Do you try to raise the half-devil kid? Or do you, like, go throw him off a cliff? And when she said to throw him off a cliff, they talked about that for a bit, and I was like, this just sounds like the plot of Tekken. And then, like, 2 or 3 minutes of arguing later, she mentions that she got that from Tekken, and Xavier Woods is just like, oh, I never played the story modes in Tekken. And she just, like, reels back in her chair with a look on her face like she is horrified.
You know, to be fair, that is a horrifying prospect.
He said he only plays Tekken to play with other people, like the multiplayer and versus modes and stuff. He never actually plays the stories.
But the endings are so good.
Right?
I can't believe you, Xavier Woods.
He also said that he did not like SpongeBob, and she looked similarly heartbroken.
To be fair, I don't like SpongeBob, so I mean...
I don't like SpongeBob either, I'm not gonna lie. I just like that everything Xavier Woods says apparently just makes her reel in horror. I'm also embarrassed about how long it took me to realize that, yes, she was just talking about the exact plot from Tekken. Because it took me like halfway through the cliff argument to realize that she literally meant Tekken. And at a certain point, she brought up the kid growing a third eye and shooting lasers at you. By that point, I was like, okay, yeah, she's just talking about Tekken. I'm glad they brought her on board, because it was nice to see someone in there who actually cares about all the dumb fighting game story shit that I care about.
I bet Zelina Vega would be way into Evil Zone.
Yeah!
No noise, just walk.
Did you finish casting your hypothetical DMC movie, by the way?
No, all I can think of is Matt Bomer as Virgil, because it just looks like Matt Bomer. And I don't know enough people who look like a meth
quick,
addict to be
Cast your
Dante.
live-action Cowboy Bebop series.
I don't have to worry about that because that already exists, and I don't know anything about Cowboy Bebop either.
You
So
watch the movie. You know the main
yeah,
cast. You know Spike and Jet and Faye and Ed.
yeah, and the dog.
Which, man, how do you think Ein's even gonna be a corgi if he's in the show at all?
I think it's gonna be a CG corgi. And I feel like that's gonna be the most
Oh, that would be
disappointing
the
part.
worst.
Yeah,
That would be the worst. Like, I don't think there's a way to do that show and not have it be hated. I don't think you can do it. I don't think you could cast any combo of people.
not even like the Keanu Reeves.
No, I was suggesting him as a joke because of that old thing where they were gonna cast him as Spike Spiegel. And someone did like a bad Photoshop of Keanu Reeves with the hair.
Just get Henry Cavill in because he's also the Witcher.
Oh yeah, why not?
Reminder: Netflix is doing a Witcher adaptation for some reason,
Yeah, that's odd.
but it's also apparently
I
like
love
based more on the books than the games or something.
Oh, okay. I was actually about to make the joke of it's going to be really funny if it's based more on the games, because then the Witcher author just gets more and more salty. You should have taken the royalties, man.
There was something because there was like the. So they put out that one weird clip of Henry Cavill as the Witcher.
Oh, I didn't even see the clip.
Can I not fast travel?
Not allowed.
Oh. Because there's going to be a fight here. Well, he's got Red Dead Online teeth.
Ugh. That sounds bad.
The Red Dead Online teeth are terrible.
Does everyone just have horrible, god-awful, fucked up teeth?
Yes. I highly recommend watching that quick look.
Is that why you went with, like, super, super low,
Yes.
thin lips? Is
Yes.
to hide your teeth?
Yes.
Great. I'm glad I figured that out.
Like even the nicest teeth are still super gross looking.
Ugh.
Also, I stabbed that lady, so now I don't have to.
And
do
by
the
that
gang
quick
war.
look, do you mean the Red Dead Online or Red Dead?
Yes, Red Dead Online.
Alright.
With Brad, Vinny, Abby, Alex, and Ben. It's mostly
Is Red Dead Online any more fun than Red Dead Offline?
no.
Damn.
I would rather like. I'm gonna be super honest. Watching The Legend of Buster Scruggs made me want to play Red Dead,
Uh-huh.
and then playing Red Dead Online made me want to play Red Dead single player.
Ah. But how was the part where you played Red Dead single player?
It's still fine. Like,
How much better would it be if you could break into song after you shot a guy in the street?
it'd be so much better.
How much better would it be if when you killed somebody in Red Dead Online, they
Th-
turned into an angel and flew up dead and play it apart?
That
Because
would
I
be,
feel like that instantly makes that about 1,000 times fucking better.
yeah. Also, a very simple thing that would make that game a whole lot better is when you go to the clothes shop in the game, if they had a preview button before you buy clothes.
Oh, they don't?
They do not.
You can't see what they look like until you buy them?
No, like
Oh,
you get
that is fucking weird.
you get a drawing. A
That
drawing
doesn't count.
You get a drawing.
That doesn't... That's not the same. You have to actually see what it looks like on you.
Yeah, no, I agree. Hold on, let me sabotage this contraband. I don't think I'm going to play much more Red Dead Online than the amount that I have played. I'm going to be super honest. But yeah, like it's doubly weird because like you can go to a barber shop and you can get previews of what all the hairs look like when you buy the hair, but not for the clothes. Or at least I didn't find it. So let's clarify that. But
Side note, random wrestling update you can actually be excited about.
oh.
Apparently, one Tyler Breeze showed up at the NXT tapings and may or may not have had a match against Ricochet.
I heard about that, and I'm into that concept.
Yes! For the love of God, let Tyler Breeze do his thing. He's great. That man is a national treasure.
Oops. Well, that could have gone better. Down here, buddy. Alright. I took over the Thames. We took over 2 whole areas over the course of this stream. And did a mission.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's controlling... How many areas are there?
No, there are less than that. There's 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 areas, and we control.
Wow.
We control 3 of them.
That is... You control almost half of London.
I do.
That is, How long is this game?
Longer, but like this, you don't have to take over all of London to complete the game. Like, this is a fairly lengthy diversion that we have been going on.
Yeah.
And
Well,
just
that's fine.
just to
I was just saying because I put 100+ hours into Odyssey, and there's still an island I never even went to.
I mean, that's the difference between a city and a
Well,
country.
and yeah.
I unlocked fuchsia as a way to color my clothes.
Still, I might have to reconsider this. Well, I mean, they'll probably take more than a year to put out the next Assassin's Creed, right?
Theoretically. I think they said there wasn't going to be one in 2019.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that, but I do kind of...
It's still impressive to me how fast they got Odyssey out after Origins.
Yeah. Although
Like,
apparently
Odyssey is a big fucking game.
And apparently Odyssey was like in development before Origins or something, which
Oh,
seems weird,
huh.
but
That does seem weird, actually.
I don't know.
It does explain a lot, though, because, like, I was bewildered trying to figure out how they got that, like... That game is massive.
It's large, in fact.
There's a ton of shit in that game. Content-rich, one would say. There's a ton of voice acting, some really good writing, some less good writing, but mostly some really good writing.
Wait, did I mess up?
They didn't have any bizarre, like, celebrity voice actors in there, did they?
I don't think so.
I don't think I recognized anybody.
Ubisoft generally doesn't do the stunt casting thing.
They didn't do the From Software and grab fucking...
Peter
who was it
Serafinowicz?
That's the one I was trying to think of. I knew it was somebody with a weird name. Christ, I was about to say fucking, like, Pete Postlewaite.
I would play a Dark Souls game with Pete Postlewaite in it. And like Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2 also had the lady that went on to play Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Huh.
And is on a pretty neat sci-fi show called Killjoys.
I think I've heard of that one.
I'm gonna be super honest. The only reason I've heard of them is that at some point after E3, they had an episode that used "I'll Keep Coming" in it.
Oh, so while looking for that, you just stumbled across the show.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Nope.
Also, worrying headline from the UK.
Oh boy.
Poo found on every McDonald's touchscreen tested.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, that's worrying.
Well, you don't want some nice poo with your...
I mean, I don't want McDonald's anyways, but that just makes it worse.
God damn it. Is this not gonna... Oh, that's too low. Huh. Oops. Shit. I don't know how to get this helix glitch. It is like at just the wrong angle. Maybe this will work? No? Nope.
Maybe you have to jump out of that tree over there.
Maybe.
Because the tree looks like it has a branch aiming in the direction of the leap of faith thingy.
That may be a winner.
I don't know exactly how carefully you can navigate that tree.
The answer is I can get here and can't go anywhere else.
Well, damn it.
Yep.
I really thought that was going to be it.
I know I've gotten them because I got all of these at some point.
What does getting all of them get you?
I don't remember. Just it gives you a bunch of the modern day stuff, which I'm looking for one in particular because I have a very important need to prove you very wrong.
It's probably that one, and you'll never get it.
I know. It's a real unfortunate thing. What if we just try, like...
I'll just have to settle for being right forever.
What if we just tried this? Nope.
So whatever, it's not me, it's the Assassin's Creed wiki. It's your people.
The Assassin's Creed wiki is not my people. Nope, that's not gonna...
Side note, I've almost finally gotten around to finishing watching that Ken Burns Vietnam documentary.
Oh, good.
There's a really, really good bit in episode 9 where the South Vietnamese president says of Richard Nixon, he is an honest man and I will trust him. And I've decided to trust him, or something along those lines. And the camera just stops and hangs on a picture of Nixon for a while after he says that in dead silence. and then goes to the next scene. Just like letting that sink in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rough.
Uh-huh. Also, there's a lot of really good bits of Nixon and Kissinger just conspiring constantly. Like, Jesus Christ, they're fucking cartoon villains.
Just reach out your hand and grab it. It's right there.
It's not how this works. She could totally just grab that, though. There's no way to, like, climb up on your own wire and jump off.
No.
Damn it.
I'm gonna try something wacky. I'm gonna try going over here and then seeing if we can, like, grapple. And this just did exactly... what I just did in reverse, and that did no help.
It's not a terrible idea, though. Maybe... Huh. There's not really anything high around it that you could grapple to from another place to get the right angle.
Like, the highest point around here is this thing. Like, this chimney.
And I was honestly wondering if you could get closer to the fucking river over there and go from there to, like, up at an angle to get to it, but...
Like, it seems like it should just be from that chimney to here, but it is not. And then... I think it... Like... Sometimes I can grapple to, like, the lower eave on that second roof, on the lower roof, and sometimes I can't. And I feel like I need to get, like, from this chimney to the lower eave, like, right there, and that would work. But I can only grapple to, like, the gable here. This is immensely frustrating.
It is. I hate these things. I'm glad they aren't in Odyssey.
Alternately, if I could just jump out and just, like, take fall damage. But I can't for unknown... Oh, wait. Damn it. I thought I had something there. Oh, whatever. We're just gonna go do this mission, and then we'll get that later. Actually, hold on. Where am I? Lambeth. Ugh. Lambeth. Helix. Glitch. Near Thames. Make your way to the top of the higher pole and jump towards the smaller pole.
That narrows it down.
Like, it seems like it wants me to, like, jump from here down to the...
Yeah? Did it just work
Yeah.
super easily?
Yeah.
It's just, you get on there and then you just don't jump at the... Okay, yeah. Got it. Nailed it. Good work.
Yep. I did it.
How long was that?
I don't know. I gotta give Jacob skill points here.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it was... It's only like 8 minutes.
Only.
Yeah. 8-ish. That's fine.
I should have changed, like, my equipment because I unlocked a new belt, I think. Oh.
Steric soothing syrup right
Steric soothing syrup.
Your syrup is
Oh, right, you still haven't taken care of that.
Yeah. That man needs some oxygenated air.
It would probably help.
You can't talk to me like that, you little gutterling.
What's all this then? If you'll excuse me, madam.
Forget if this is the hilarious one or not.
What the hell do you want?
Because, there's one of these that is amusing, but I can't remember if it's this one or not. Oh, oh boy, Jacob. You gotta go out the door. Thank you. Boop.
Tell me where the syrup originates.
All I know is they make a run each day between the gasometers and the asylum.
Time to go locate the distributor. Oh wait, I should also, like, actually equip things. We're gonna go back to the no color. Oh, hey, this one's got the top hat. Fun.
Let's find out where that syrup is made, shall we?
I'm definitely very good at being undetected.
I'll make you stop.
I hate staying undetected in these games.
Oh yeah,
It's a fighting club at the fountain.
that's okay. Now I run away.
So all of those big bladder dudes in like suit coats just look like really beefed up Agent 47s.
I was gonna say, like, really beefed up Vinnie Jones. So to be honest, I thought this gunslinger coat would look cool, but it kind of doesn't, so we're just gonna go back to the...
Yeah. I mean, it's called the Gunslinger Coat. You would expect it to be cool.
I'm gonna go back to simply Jacob.
At least until you can get Maximum Dracula.
I love Maximum Dracula.
Still can't believe it's named that.
What? How can you not believe it's named that? Of course it's
That's
named that.
That's a ridiculous name.
But it's so cool, though. It's such a good name.
Back in Assassin's Creed 1, just checking.
Yeah.
the assassins were in their usual state of all being hyper dead except for like the main character, right?
No.
They weren't.
Yeah.
I mean, like there was an assassin group, but they were like it was just that one group.
No, I think
They were like kind of all over.
Yeah.
They had a whole global network going on.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I was gonna say I actually wouldn't mind an Assassin's Creed game set in that more medieval Europe style, but like actually in medieval Europe this time. Because the first one took place in that kind of time period, but it was in the Middle East, obviously.
Yeah. I feel like the only one that really was like, oh, the assassins are like in big trouble was like 3. 3 and a little bit of 2. Because like by the time Brotherhood rolls around, like you were running the global Brotherhood.
I thought Ezio basically had to rebuild everything from scratch during like 2 and Brotherhood.
During 2,
I
but
thought
like,
everybody was basically dead.
During 2, yes, but you
Okay.
rebuild it in Brotherhood.
Okay.
And then in Revelations, there's a big one, and then it's dead again by 3 because of the events of Rogue, I guess. Oh, hey, here's this tutorial on how to kidnap people.
Oh, good.
So very,
Thanks, game.
it's very important.
Mm-hmm. Someone is paying more attention than they should.
There you are.
Do not murder the distribution boss.
It'd be really easy though.
It would be really easy, but then we'd have to do this mission over again.
I think the thing I'm most glad about in the Odyssey is at no point was there ever a threat of desynchronizing.
The distillery. It's the large building beside the brewery.
Now, to stop soothing syrup production once and for all.
I did not do anything undetected, but that's okay. I'm gonna equip these brass knucks and then call that a stream.
Alright. How did that work? You just dropped down and got the information from him directly and then left?
Yeah, I interrogated him and then.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Actually, one real quick thing I am going to do before we stop is I'm going to look for my train. I need a few drops of Jupiter. Oh hey, I wonder who's going to be introduced in this mission called Unnatural Selection. Who could it be? Okay, but seriously though, where's my train?
This game is just setting up the Eugenics Council.
Oh, there's my train.
Yeah, I like the moving base, but can be annoying.
I'm just like, where'd my train go?
I feel like if your boat was constantly leaving you behind in Odyssey. Although to be fair, I always forget where I parked it anyways.
Yeah, to be
I always
honest,
end up like halfway around the world from where I parked my boat.
to be honest, most of the time, what I just end up doing is I will park my boat somewhere. If I'm smart, I will park my boat somewhere that I want to go that isn't near a fast travel point. Fast travel away, because your boat's a fast travel point, and then once I get done wherever I'm messing around, I'll fast travel back to my boat and continue on.
See, that's a good idea. I never did that.
Sometimes I have
At
them.
one point, I went looking for my boat and realized it was just sitting in the middle of the ocean. Like, I'd sailed halfway somewhere and then got bored and fast traveled where I was going instead. So my boat was just out in the middle of the water somewhere, just hanging out.
But I'm going to go in here. And now we're going to run illegal pub soccer games near my pubs so that they can earn me more money. Check that out. I'm dope. And we'll just bribe the police as well. And that will do it for the Assassin's Creed. Anyway.
Alright. It was a fun time.
Yeah. This game...
Nice, relaxed. Just not much story progress, just a lot of,
Yeah.
taking care of other stuff around.
Probably going to be doing more of that as well.
Off-screen grinding, it's to be expected.
Yeah.
Fry Twin's gotta get huge.
Well, I just mean, like, because I can't really do, like, the taking over regions off-screen. What I'm saying is there'll probably be...
More of those on stream.
More of those on stream, and it'll just be, doing
Yeah,
a few missions, but not a lot. Anyway. That'll do it. Night, everybody.